Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel on this beautiful day. How are you guys girls doing? Hope you're doing great.
As always, please check out the description box.
Subscribe.
Yes,
and
drop a like.
Notifications.
If you want to see more of her face. Yes.
Okay, today's content.
Go. From the last two videos, we did the printing out to the screen. In this video, we're going to be taking something in from the keyboard and you're going to be seeing that on the screen. But we have a lot to talk about today. Variables and printing or input. So it's going to be very interesting. Are you excited?
Yep.
You want to learn?
Ready to go.
Okay. Hopefully your brain is open. It's on.
Open?
We're going to get started, all right?
We're doing a brain surgery.
Okay, so this is what you did in the last video, if you remember. So, you remember what cout was? Just a quick recap.
Yeah, that's what comes out to the screen.
Yeah, to the screen, right? So whatever you did here was printed out to the screen. All right, so what you want to do today is you want to get something in from your keyboard, all right?
Okay.
Now let me think how we're going to do that. So first of all, we did the IOStream library. We included that. It came with the cout thingy, cout functionality. Now you can use something called cin, okay? But imagine if you get something from the keyboard and you want to store that information somewhere, you obviously need to store it in some kind of little container, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with that little container. Yeah, and it's called a variable. This is getting complicated. I didn't think about all this as we started this. Okay, but hopefully you understand everything, okay? Because you're not dumb. You're smart. So we're gonna create the container first. This is your little makeup box. Okay, what do you do with your makeup after you use it? Well, you leave it on the table, but most people put it back in the box. So here you're gonna create that box. Now, what you're gonna get, we're gonna get your age, okay? And the way these
age?
Your fake age. You don't have to write your real age. But yeah, we're gonna get that in from here, write some numbers. It's gonna be stored, and we're gonna print it out. You understand?
Okay.
You know, when you write something, a mail to someone, you write your text and it gets stored in some sent. This is kind of the same storage. I don't know if it's a good analogy. Anyway, so an age. Now, there are different type of boxes with different shapes and sizes. They're called variables. And you have to tell the box what it's going to store before you create it. So the computer knows, okay,
like
this...
different categories or...
Yeah, different types or different genres of, I don't know what you would call it. But for example, like if you want to store a number, you have to tell it that you're going to store numbers. If you're going to store characters.
So how many categories are there?
Well, they're strings, which is what you wrote here. This is a string. So it's a long
text line.
Yeah, it's a text line, exactly. It's a sentence of lots of characters, even white spaces, everything. It's a long string. If you want one character, you can store one character. It can be any character, but it can only be one character. And that's this char you see here, char. It stands for character, char. And then you have int, which is integer. You know what an integer is from math?
Integer.
Heltal. Yeah, like a whole number. It can't be decimal. It's only, you can store those. And you can store decimals as well in doubles. Double stands for double precision. So it's the dot. It's more precise. And then you have floating point variables. That's also a fancy word for comma variables, decimal point numbers. But integers is what we're going to do because your age can't be 20.5 or something. It can be. But it's either 20 or 21. Okay, that's how it is. She's 20, guys. Okay, we'll say she's 20. Okay, so you want to write int, int. And that stands for integer, okay? Heltal.
Okay.
All right, in Swedish, heltal. And then space. So the way this works is you tell the computer what you want to store. You set a certain name for your box. You can write Jutti. Just write Jutti. Juttis, S. And then with a big A, age. Age, yes. And then semicolon. Okay? Good. Now, the reason we wrote Jutti's age like this is because we want to, like, when you have a storage box in your storage, you write something with a pen on it so you remember what's going to be in it. That's what this is. So
we're naming the boxes.
We're naming the box, exactly. We're telling it what it's going to contain, and we're naming the box, okay? And you want to say equals to 0 here, first. And this is a starting value for this.
Should I write?
Yeah, you can write
equal to what?
Equal to 0.
0.
This is just a starting value. Your age isn't 0, right? But it's often good to give some information to your boxes in the start when you create them. This is called creating your variable, okay? Your variable definition. Now below this you can use just this age. So let me show you how to use it. Now don't write the int, you only write that when you're creating it. Okay. Now the computer knows that this exists here, okay? Below here you can use just this age as you want. So what I want you to do is I want you to write just this age. It will pop up here because see, look here, see it recognizes it.
Created it.
You can press tab once. Good. Equal to any number you want, any whole number you want.
My real age.
Good. And then semicolon. So what do you think is gonna happen if we print this out now? What's the value gonna be on it?
27.
Right? Good, good. So your integer box here, variable, is containing 27. Here it was 0. If you print it here, what value are you gonna get? In between these?
0.
0, good, good. And if you print it here, after you set this?
27.
Good, nice. So what I want you to do here is I want you to write 2 more of these arrow symbols to the same way.
Okay.
Okay, good. And in between these 4, so after 2 of them, in between.
Yeah, in between.
Yeah, just write this age. Good. And then tab once, so it will get the correct one. Good. So you see it's a little bluish color. That means you've created it and it recognizes it, okay? So make a space there and a space here. It's going to be clean. You got to keep it clean. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell the user, you and me, what we're printing out. So because often if you just print out a number, you don't know what it is, right?
No.
So I want you to change this to juttis space age. So this is like a text to the user. What is this? Space age. And then maybe a colon or something. Yeah. Like that.
Should I do a space here as well?
Like that, a colon, and then the space is good because because there's a comma. We gotta teach you all this as well. God damn it. Okay, so you have your colon here, and a space is great because otherwise the age will come right after the colon, and that doesn't look nice, right? You want a space afterwards. So Ctrl+S on that. Real good, and I want you to run this. So run it, and what do you think it will say here?
Yeah, you this age, and then, well, this line, this whole line, right?
Yeah, the whole thing here. What is it gonna say, you think?
This age.
And then it's gonna add this as well, right?
Oh, 27.
Good, and then it's gonna do an end line.
End line, yeah.
Good. So if you run this, let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
27. Wait, see how that box holds the information, and you can use it to print it out. You can even
so I don't need to write out the 27 in the line.
No, you could if you wanted to, but this way, if you keep it in a little variable.
The variable.
Yeah, and if you have a variable, you can do maths with it. You can do a lot of different things with it. Okay, so let me just show you that, guys. I'm doing this to teach you about variables first, and then we're gonna do the input. That's why I'm going this way. But I want you to do something. I want you to go up here. Above juttis age or even below, doesn't matter. Yeah, make an enter here. And I want you to make another box. I want you to write, I want to make a box that holds an integer value and is named, let's see. Just name it anything, A. So write int.
Int and A.
Int space A. So we don't have a specific name.
Oops, what's this?
Write A here. Just a little small a. Good. And do equals to, I don't know, any number you want, actually. Good. And then semicolon. Remember, we end. So this box doesn't have an informative name like this, but it's just a number that we store in here. So it doesn't really have a meaning. But what I'm doing this is I want to show you how you can use these variables to calculate stuff in the computer. So the computer itself is made up of math. Okay, the processor, the little brain in the computer, has something called a arithmetic processing unit, and it's made to calculate math and do a lot of things. So all these variables, mostly you can do maths with them in the computer natively. So it's built in. So you don't have to think that you have juttis age here. What you can do here, juttis age equals 27. I want you to write plus a. So just make a plus symbol.
No.
Or just there you go, plus a. So what do you think is gonna happen here?
27A.
Right, but what is A holding? A is a little box.
6. Oh,
6.
27 plus 6.
Exactly. So A is
Don't
holding.
ask what that is.
Exactly. So once you do this, you'll get a Jutti's age. What's Jutti's age gonna hold? Well, 27 plus 6, right? What is that?
29,
What is that
30,
one?
32,
Wait, pause.
33.
33. Okay, shit. Woo! I got sweaty there for a second. Okay, good. All right, so that's good. So that's how you can use this as math. Now you can do minus, multiplied. You can do anything here. You know the multiplication symbol is shift and the star. That's a multiplication,
Okay.
and it will do it for you.
And
You don't.
division?
Division is the line here. No, 7. Where is it? There you go. That's division. Okay. So there you go. So you can do that if you want, and it will help you out. You can do it here, but then the value will be stored in Jutti's age.
This used in gaming, like creating games and stuff?
Well, if you have your, you know HP.
Or how is
you know HP, right? And damage.
HP.
Yeah. You know hit points. They're called hit points. That's just a number like this. Maybe you have 100 hit points.
It's calculated.
Yeah, and if someone shoots you, you get minus. It says like minus 30.
Yeah.
Then you just say HP equals HP minus 30. You can do that as well. You can do Jutti's age equals
Cool.
whatever Jutti's age is minus some number. Okay, but that's good. That's now you learned a little bit about variables. So you can store information in these. You can just remove that. Okay, I'll remove it for you. She's gone.
Oh, sorry.
She's gone, bros.
Daydreaming.
Yeah. All right. So let's just do the input quickly because we have to end the video. So what I want you to do is I want you to above here, before we're gonna print out Jutti's age, we're not gonna set it like this. Okay? You are gonna set it manually. So I want you to write here out to the user. I'm not gonna tell you how to. We're gonna write out to the user something. Okay. So how do you do that? How do you write something to the screen?
See out.
Yes. Good. And then you have to pretty much do. That's good. This one. Pretty much do like this. Good.
And then.
Good. And then in here we're gonna tell the user, please write my age or something.
Please write my age. Good. And then maybe we want a little space here, or a colon and a space, because usually the input's gonna be right after. Good. Space here as well.
No, you don't need a space there actually. Yeah. Okay, you can have a space there. Okay, and then you want to just do a semicolon here. Just boom, just hit it up. Okay. And the way, this is how we usually do input, because this is going to be shown to the user, and then the program is going to wait for something to come in. And I want you to do the come in here. Now instead of C out, I want you to write C in. Okay. C in, and you'll see it shows up here.
Yeah.
So you can press tab. Good. And now these arrows for C in, you can remember they have to be the other way. So you hold shift and you press that. Good. And what are we gonna store this information in printing from this? We're gonna store it in Jutti's age. So I just want you to write Jutti's age there.
Should I do space?
Yeah. You can do space if you want, yeah. And then tab. Good. And semicolon. So let me just explain before we go ahead what's happening. We're printing out to the user this. You'll see this on the screen. And then you're going to have a blinking line waiting for something because we wrote sin here. C in. And this means get something from the keyboard. But we have to get it and store that information somewhere. And Jutti's age is the box to hold this information. And once that's done, when this line comes, we're going to print whatever you wrote from the keyboard out here. Okay? So I want you to Ctrl S this and just run this. Run it. Just run it. Good. Please write my age. So write some age there. You can write anything.
Oh, it's gonna appear on.
Yeah.
Now write your age.
Yeah, write my age. Good. And then enter. Always enter too. And then Jutti's age 29. Boom. You see that? Try that again. Run it again, and then you try it again. Yeah. How do you close this? Good. Okay. Now
Where should I?
I want you to run it again, the program, and I want you to write another age in here.
Okay.
Anything. 10. And it says 10. See? You understand how that works? So I just want you to recap for me. Tell me how this works now, okay? So tell me what's going on here. First step, what is this? What is the first line here? Line 7.
Okay. That is the category or box where you store things.
Yeah. What is it called in C++ lingo? Variable. Yeah, it's called variable because it can vary in its information, right? Variable. So it's a good way.
So this stores the information.
What type of information does it store?
Numbers. Yeah, why is it numbers? What decides if it's a number? Why it's storing numbers?
The int.
Yeah, good, good. So what type of information and what the name of the box is so you can refer to it later. That's why you have a name, so you can access it. Good. And what happens in the other line? Line 9?
That's what comes out to the screen.
Yeah, right? So we're telling the user what to do. And what does this do? Cin.
What will be written to the program?
Good. Wow, good job. Good job. Okay. It's waiting for some input from the keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay? And that whatever you write to it will come in and be stored here in Jutti's age variable, right? And then after that, obviously, you know, you did that in the last one. We're printing out whatever you did here.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Good.
I think I need to do this 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah, trust
so
me, you will.
Yeah. I get used to it.
That's a good thing. So in the next video, hopefully we'll get to some if statements and stuff. So just, you know, if something happens, this should happen. If that happens, this should happen.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do in the next one.
There's a pen on
Yeah.
the chip.
Exactly. So we have something that is dependent on something else. But that's good. Guys, hopefully she did great. This video was a little more energetic. Last videos we were tired recutting and stuff, but this video is a little better. And we really appreciate your support and your patience. And she's doing really good. I think you're doing really
Hopefully.
good. Yeah, you are. Hope you're enjoying yourself too.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. You have to recap this until the next one. This is your homework.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. All right. Take care, guys and girls. Thank you for watching. Check out the description box and all that stuff. And yeah, keep working hard. See you guys and girls in the next one, right?
Bye-bye.